You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and the Beautiful fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and there's a lot happening on Bold right now, but I feel like sometimes there's a lot that doesn't happen on Bold and the Beautiful that needs to happen. Sometimes it can be, honestly, the most predictable soap of the four that are still on the air, and so we have some ideas here. We kicked it around in the Soap Dirt Writers Room, and we have 5 huge twists that we would love to see on B&B right now, and we'd love to hear your thoughts and your ideas for what you would like to see happen. But we're going to talk about these 5 twisty things that we think would be really cool. Before we dig in, if you haven't already, please reach down and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our B&B updates, spoilers, casting news, all the stuff you want to know about your favorite CBS soap opera. All right, so our number 1 twist that we would like to see on Bold right now is that Thomas and Hope do the deed and she gets pregnant. We do know from the behind the scenes photos that they keep getting closer in Italy, and all the spoilers say everything changes in Italy. I assume part of that is about Brooke and Ridge, but it's also about Thomas and Hope. And even though Hope told Liam that he could come along on the trip, he chose not to come, but then still kept pressuring her to block Thomas from the trip at the last minute. But she wouldn't hear it. She ran off crying. She ran straight to the private jet, hopped on there with a big smile for Thomas, and she's still imagining straddling her lead designer and doing all kinds of naughty things to him. So if she gets a chance, I think she will. I so hope that Bold and the Beautiful is not going to build up this Thomas Hope thing and then never have them do the deed. That'll be very frustrating for viewers. Even viewers that hate this pairing, it still would be crazy for them to go this far with the storyline and then wimp out. But Bold has a tendency to do that. And I think it would be great even if Thomas and Hope only hit the sheets once. I think it'd be great if she got pregnant, because then she and Thomas would have a biological child in addition to their adoptive child, and that opens the door for a paternity test plot with him and Liam completely losing his mind. I mean, this could offer real drama that Bold doesn't always serve up to us like we wish they would. All right, our number 2 prediction, not prediction, but a twist that we would like to see on Bold is Taylor Hayes going dark and tormenting Brooke for winning Ridge. Since Taylor came back, she's been pretty sweet overall, but over the years, she and Brooke have gotten really volatile in their rivalry. They have beaten each other up with paint. They have flung cake at each other. They have had all the classic soap brawls that you can have getting physical, but Taylor has been more, I don't know, kind of mellow about things this time around since they recast her from Hunter Tylo over to Krista Allen. Remember, it was Hunter Tylo's character who completely snapped over the idea that Bill Spencer had taken advantage of Steffy, and she went to Bill's house and she picked up a gun and she shot him in the back. I think it would be great to see more of that Taylor vibe and her to be mired down in envy and jealousy when Brooke and Ridge come back, and to see her kind of going villainous and taking revenge, because Bold needs strong villains, and it would be interesting for Taylor to get villainous. Now, that would be a little out of character for her, but it would also make her a more interesting character and give her more of a reason to stick around. All right, our number 3 twist that we would really like to see on Bold is for Sheila Carter to break out of prison, kidnap baby Hayes, and either leave or die. That way we have closure. We need Sheila out of jail. We need that storyline resolved. Right now, it's hanging over our heads, it's hanging over Steffy and Finn, and Sheila's fate seems determined. But then they have these scenes of her talking about, oh, she's going to break out of jail and this and that, and she won't be in there that long. And then they completely abandon the plot for weeks because it's a short show and we only get like 15, 16 minutes of content a day. So they haven't circled back around to her. I think her breaking out would be a great twist. That's expected, but what is less expected is if she kidnapped baby Hayes, because that would throw Steffy's marriage into upheaval. They've been really happy for a while and they have all this ongoing sweetness, and it's nice, it's romantic, but on a soap you need drama, so they need angst as a couple. if they're not going to break them up, which hopefully they won't, they can at least throw some challenges in their way. And right now they don't really have a lot of that. And it would be great if Sheila was either shot dead, so we have closure, or she runs off. She could run off to Y&R. She can run off to Fiji. It doesn't matter, but we need to close down these loose ends so they're not left hanging. All right, our number 4 twist that we think would be great, unlikely, but great, is I would love to see Quinn Fuller come back to B&B, but couple up with Bill Spencer. I miss Rena Sofer. I miss Quinn. She was so great in the role, and she played it so well for so long, and then she was getting kind of poop storylines at the end, and then they just dismissed her without fanfare. Like, she just went on a date with Carter, and then she was gone, and then he's like, oh yeah, she left. And it was like, what? How is that a send-off for Quinn? Even if they only bring Quinn back long enough to give her a proper send-off, I would be happy. But I think it would be interesting to put her with someone else, because that whole thing with Eric's erectile dysfunction that only happened with her but didn't happen with Donna, it was icky. And I don't know if you remember, but John McCook actually put out an Instagram story saying, I don't have ED, my character does. I don't think he liked the storyline either. And, Quinn and Carter were in love, but there was all that angst because they met while cheating. I would definitely like to see Rena Sofer back, and I would like to see Quinn get a front burner plot. I think pairing her with her baby daddy, Bill Spencer, would be amazing. He doesn't have love in his life right now. The two liked each other enough to get pregnant years ago, and I think they had a little fling while she's been on Bold, but not a serious relationship. They're both just real spitfires. They're single, and they both have issues with the Forresters. So, how fun would it be to watch Wyatt squirm if his parents were playing kissy face right in front of him? I think that would be very interesting. All right, our number 5 twist that we would like to see on Bald is we would like to see Ivy Forrester back and consoling Liam Spencer when his marriage falls apart because Hope couldn't help her lusty self and hopped on Thomas. That's what I think would be great. It seems increasingly likely that Liam could actually lose Hope, at least for a while, because of this whole lusty thing she's got going on for Thomas. Usually, when bad things happen in Liam's life with Hope, he runs crying to Steffy. Anytime his life takes a left, he's at Steffi's door. Sometimes they fall into bed, but she's happy with Finn, and he needs to not treat her Malibu house like a therapist office or his second home that he gets to come out and hang and make himself comfortable. I think Steffi's tired of that. I know Finn's tired of it. And fans are kind of tired of it. And wouldn't it be nice to see Ashley Brewer come back for Liam? Ivy just loved Liam, and people really liked Ivy, and they liked Ashley Brewer in the role, and they were kind of upset that she just got backburnered and then she was just gone without any kind of send-off. So it would definitely be nice to have Ivy back. We haven't seen her for a hot minute, but she loves her grandpa Eric, and she's absolutely nuts about Liam. Hey, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates. Let us know in the comments which of these 5 huge twists that you'd also like to see, or some other ones you'd like to see. I'm going to run back through them right now just as a quick summary so that they're fresh on your mind and you're ready to comment. Number 1, Thomas and Hope do the deed and she gets pregnant. Number 2, Taylor goes dark and torments Brooke for winning Ridge. Number 3, Sheila breaks out of jail, kidnaps baby Hayes, and either dies or just goes the heck away. Number 4, Quinn returns and gets with Bill. And number 5, Ivy Forrester is back to console Liam. Let us know what you think.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.